want to say from the bottom of my heart, fuck Michael Irvin, fuck Dwayne The Rock Johnson,
They ain't got
fuck
nothing
Willis
to do with
McGahee,
it.
fuck Dennis
Them dudes
Erickson,
don't even have nothing to do with that school except Michael Irvin.
And he just a cheerleader.
That's it.
fuck Ed Reed.
He don't even work
we already say that.
I don't give a shit.
Everybody at ABC been saying that.
Look, and I'm trying to be, I'm trying to be the good guy. I am.
Marlo, he didn't say for Jimmy Johnson. He didn't want to say that.
Oh no, it's fuck Jimmy Johnson. It is most certainly fuck Jimmy Johnson. Fuck Jimmy Johnson and his hair.
You violated. You violated. You need some terms.
He violated. He violated. I didn't violate nothing. He violated. All that damn hairspray. Nobody don't need that much hairspray. Not nobody.
That man ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
That man hate for no.
That is some high quality hate there, sir.
It is.
That is.
You hate them more than I hate the Tennessee Titans. That's crazy.
Hey.
That is amazing.
Yep.
I thought you hated the Seminoles, but you really hate Miami.
I don't hate the Seminoles. I just don't like that coach. And AD.
You don't like AD either.
Coach, I got
hey, Marlo, I think he hates them more than I hate the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, that might be. That's up there.
Eddie George at Tennessee State because he's a goddamn Titan.
But you know what? You know what's great? You know what's great? Ding dong, the witch is dead. The wicked witch. The wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. I didn't touchdown dance on they loss yesterday. I let them have their moment last night.
No, you didn't.
Oh, yes, I did.
You did not. No, you did not.
Man, you be forgetting we know you.
You said God heard my prayers.
He did.
You put the little man from Waterboy rubbing his nipples on my TL, and I don't appreciate that. And then not only he put in the TL, he put in the group chat. And I go, what the hell? I don't know.
Oh my God!
It was a joyous occasion.
When I see you.
Yeah, what we do now?
But you know what,
Troy?
what's happening, dog? You know what? Miami got that Florida State don't got. That's bad. But they got
championship.
They got about 4 number 1 picks in their lineup. Florida State ain't got one.
I know Jared Verse and Brandon gonna be playing in the Super Bowl. I know that.
Why
you know what?
Why is the
What? Are you crazy?
Disclaimer up already. Nobody has said anything.
Are you crazy? You said Jared Verse. He plays for the Rams.
Yes.
Do you know where they have to play?
Yes.
You know where they have to play?
Seattle.
And they had problems. They had problems with the Bears.
And mind you, my Jacksonville Jaguars only lost to Seattle on some bullshit, so they finna get mollywopped.
I'm really not understanding what you talking about.
You started that. I'm trying to stay on track.
Mollywop is the word.
The Ibis did not win a national championship. I got 365 days of good luck. Woo.
You want to know why they didn't win the national championship?
Because they can't listen.
No, because they played. They played. They paid somebody $4 million to be a game manager, and he forgot what his role was.
I don't feel sorry for the Ibis. I'm not crying for him.
They paid that man $4 million in the NCAA is about to start knocking. Did you go to class today? No, I graduated 2 years ago. Boy, what? Yes, you went to class today. What are you talking about? Shut up.
No, like he is not.
I said, boy,
that's probably why you don't see him doing very many interviews, because he is not a wise young man.
No, he is not the brightest crayon in the bunch.
Fuck the Ibis. Fuck the Ibis.
I'm like, you just want that move.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing. It took a minute. It took all the way up to the third quarter for the game to really, really get going on both sides.
You did.
It took the game a long time for it to get going.
Because that's when his light bulb went off. That's when his brain said, hey, bro, you know this is not a championship, right?
And he already got 2 championship rings. Not as a starter, but he got 2 rings.
Who? Beck?
Yeah, that one was Georgia.
Oh, shit, because he was in Georgia. Yeah, he was over there wearing a uniform and holding the clip.
He got 2 in Georgia.
Yeah.
He got a ring because of a mighty Mike named Stetson Bennett who won them a championship.
Yeah.
Little baby, apparently, yes, he's getting the master's. I think the school cleared it up. But according to him, he graduated 2 years ago and he ain't go to class this week. He had no class.
He is by far.
He did say he's working on other degrees. What them degrees is, I don't know. But you know what?
A couple of certificates. That man is at Miami-Dade Community College in the.
You still gotta go to class though to get through the clear.
Listen,
at least they not like Akron.
Oh dear God!
I go to
4 years
in the state of Florida. We went back to school on the 7th.
Akron in the state of Akron in 4 years has the worst APR.
They paid him $4 million.
Yeah, I paid him $4
million to play like that.
Give me my moment.
I can buy the whole family roster for $4 million. Let me hit.
They paid him $4 million to throw 3 picks at the end of games to lose 3 games. They ain't got no ACC championship. They ain't got no national championship.
It don't matter. It don't even matter. They ain't got no ACC championship. The fact that they made it all the way to the national championship game without winning a conference championship mean a whole much more than doing what they doing that.
They ain't back. That's what that means. They ain't back in 25 years. They ain't got no ACC championship.
Hey.
They ain't back, but they damn sure get to keep all the money they done made so far.
Oh no, that 30 million is real. That 30 million is real. I'm sorry, that 30 million is real. That's some real money.
So if anything, they might not have got their ass this year, but they can buy a roster next year that's gonna get their ass.
Actually, I think any quarterback that transfer in there probably would have had better arm strength than that young man.
Troy, who was on campus today?
I don't know who that was on campus today. That's what I was trying to find out.
I'm thinking.
You know, I got a email into our people, so I'm gonna try and find out.
Email in our people because they saying there was a big name and a commit coming up. Who? It was 3 hours ago. Who knows something that I don't know, and I don't motherfucking appreciate that.
Listen, if the paperwork don't announce nothing.
Cause no, this HBCU premier. Y'all know I don't like them. He still can show me the hands and meet me on
man. Hey, can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? Hold on. Matter of fact, let me go full screen and ask this question. Let me ask this question. How you on campus at FAMU when you was the one behind the foolishness a year ago? Like we don't remember. That's all I'm saying. And you ain't made it on this show yet. That's all I'm saying.
They did block everybody, but you want to report, man. Listen, and was at the man. They better be lucky I was sick and wasn't at that basketball game.
Well, let's see.
Baby, ain't no secret, but I'm waiting on the paperwork to clear.
Alberto Mendoza announced Tuesday that he had signed with Georgia Tech.
He not wrong.
What?
Because he was never staying in Indiana.
You understand that because of his brother.
And the only reason why he went to Indiana it was because of his brother. But he wasn't going to get a good shot to start anyway.
The Engineers of Atlanta.
Yeah, he wanted to come closer to the crib.
I'm trying to see if I can get that JUCO boy to switch his commit from Florida State and go to FAMU.
Ooh.
Oh, that's the reason why here's the reason why he transferred though too. Josh Hoover is expected to sign with Indiana.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't gonna see the field.
No,
he wasn't gonna see that field. He has a better chance to try. Well, not even try out, but to become a starter at Georgia Tech. I mean, they run almost like the same type of offense.
And Georgia Tech is well coached.
You know what, little baby? You have to talk about us like that. You can't talk about us like that. Dang.
The other thing too is Mensa. Duke is suing Darren Mensa because he entered into the transfer portal and they said that he broke his NIL.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's definitely talk about it. You want to know why we want to talk about it? He going to the same school that Wisconsin's corner went to, and Wisconsin raised hell and said they were suing Miami. Did that stop him from playing or getting an NIL deal? Don't worry, I'll wait.
Nope, because you know what the plan was. We talked about this Sunday. Remember, the plan was for Miami to give Duke $10 million, right? It was for Miami to come up with $10 million. 5 of that is going towards paying out the NIL deal for Mensa to give to Duke so he can pay that NIL deal off. The other $5 million was coming from Adidas.
I got a secret.
Man, they better start putting them boys on the payment plan. If they leave,
I got a secret.
Out of money.
Miami ain't gonna run out of money. That private school guy.
Not run out of money, but you're not out of the money.
It is Miami, and then Mensa got an attorney. This is not gonna go the way y'all think it is. Mensa gonna play. He gonna get his NIL money. His sister is gonna be on scholarship at Miami.
At Miami, that's another.
And they ain't gonna pay Duke shit.
No, yes they are because they gonna pay Duke because they're in the ACC. That's the only reason why they're gonna pay them. They ain't paying Wisconsin.
Got a secret.
Wisconsin ain't never getting nothing from nobody.
So Wisconsin messed up because Wisconsin went straight to court, and Miami was in the listen. We trying to work this out. Let's figure this out. And Wisconsin's like, no, we don't want him playing for y'all. So Miami was like, get it in blood. Miami, in the midst of getting ready for a national championship, was trying to work all this out. Trying to be everybody keep cooler heads, don't need to be running no court, no nothing. Duke ran the court, tried to block the transfer. They have to
I'm about to say, because your season's over with.
They didn't have to do that.
They ain't have to do that. That's the reason why I'm like, you take the $5 million.
Miami ain't finna give them shit. And it ain't got to do with Miami. It's got to do with the people that are involved. They got pissed off because they tried to do it amicably. They told them, hey, this is what's going on. this is what I'm thinking. I'm not trying to blindside you. You got time to get you a quarterback.
Okay.
You know who does NIL the right way? Dawn Staley. She gets all them girls
Too soon, bro.
agents
Too soon.
before. I'm just saying how the NIL situation works. If you want to figure out how to navigate through those waters, look at South Carolina's women's basketball.
Marlo, that only works when you care about your team and your players. That only works when you care about their well-being as people and not players and numbers. That's the only way that works.
Cause that is like what you don't hear a peep about NIL during the season when it comes to Don Staley program because it's already taken care of.
Yeah.
But
It is already taken care of.
another school who takes care of their players in NIL? Oregon.
Of course.
And they still getting their teeth kicked in.
They still get their teeth kicked in, but guess what? They sure do take care of their players in NIL.
I mean, you got
You
billion
got
dollars
that
Nike
Nike,
backing
you
you
got that
up.
Phil Knight
No?
bag. You get that Phil Knight bag, that Nike bag. They gonna make sure that you're well taken care of.
And you know what? That's fine. I just want them to look in the mirror and have a real, truthful conversation with themselves and say, you know what, University of Oregon, we are not a football school. And that is okay. Because you want to know what we can be? We can be a soccer school. We can be a track and field school. We can be a swimming and diving school. Hell, people out here got money to fart with. We can be a rowing school. But what we are not, no matter how many times we go to Florida and get these guys, a football school.
Well, I put it like
Give me your
this.
truth.
I say this though. Oregon has been back on hasn't back then. Oregon really didn't have that much of anything to talk about back in the 80s. But when the 90s came, early 90s, that's when you start hearing about Oregon and what's going on.
But it was Oregon
That's that
track and
coach.
field.
What is that man's name? Hold on.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. Coach Dawn Staley do care about her players. I mean,
Because again, not bothering Troy. I don't know what Latson's ask was, but I bet you she got double, if not triple, from South Carolina.
It was less than 30.
Yeah, I bet you she got.
It was less than 30, but guess what? She's getting treated like an actual person.
Yeah. I mean, South Carolina, and I think I was talking to another one of my FAMU alumni about this. The switch that we got to flip, and when I say we, I mean all HBCUs, is we are guilty of being very football heavy. And what other school, they don't give a damn. It can be the bowling team. They just want to win. They don't care who bringing in the championships. They just want the championships.
But when it comes to money, guy,
South Carolina has flipped that switch. I think. Well, now Connecticut don't really care about their football team either. They're a basketball school. But once you flip that switch and then you start supporting everybody that's winning, then the money flows. We just got to flip that switch. So,
hey Matt, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. This go for the kid that was at University or that's at Washington, Mensa, and all these other kids that they threatening to sue because they jump in the portal. They haven't gotten a check yet. That's the other part of the
That's the main thing. Here's the thing. I don't understand. Like, my whole thing about a collective is do it on a semester basis. That I think that's what you need to do it on. You need to do it for like on a semester basis. Like if a kid commits, if he's high profile kid commits to your school, sign a collective, get them on there for a semester, not for a whole year. I think that's what people get messed up at. They do it for, you know what I'm saying? They do it for a whole year because you never know when if a kid gonna go into the portal or not.
That's why they doing it. That's why they want to give these kids these 2 and 3 year deals so they don't jump in the portal. The problem is they can jump in the portal anyway.
Yeah.
These are not employment contracts. If they go to states that are right to work states, you ain't stopping nothing.
And guess what Florida is? A right to work.
Right to work state.
That's what
So,
I got a question. If Cam Ward had that defense playing behind him, do y'all think they would have won the national championship last year?
No.
Yes.
Are you crazy with the no?
The quarterback
Mario Cristobal.
Don't do that.
If you
Don't
saw
do
him last night,
I think he would have won the national championship with the defense that he had. If Cam Ward would have stayed with the defense and the weapons that they have right now, they would have won the national championship. Troy being delusional.
It's not hate.
Troy,
that is very much so hate.
One thing we can't do is say Cam Ward is not.
It was not the defense that lost them games last year. It was bad clock management.
You know how many points that defense gave up last year?
You gonna let me finish? You gonna let me finish? It wasn't that. They did not open up the playbook against Vitek until the fourth quarter. You got the best quarterback in the nation. We spreading this thing out, and we going balls to the wall. Catch me if you can for 4 quarters. I don't know what y'all paying attention to, and I don't like to give an Ibis no kind of credit. But what you done seen the last 4 years ain't Ibis football. They run the ball, play action pass, and go deep. They've been dinking and dunking for the last 2 years, and now y'all trying to figure out what happened. Mario,
No. You say Cam Ward was dinking and dunking? That's not facts.
I'm just saying, Cam, even with what they got going on, the mistakes we saw Beck make last night, Cam Ward would not make.
And the throws he made. Listen. He overthrew receivers running wide open down the middle of the field and throwing it behind them.
Would have been hitting again. Fuck Cam Ward because he is a Tennessee Titan and it is always fuck Titans. But we talking about Miami. Cam Ward would have won him that game last night.
Yeah.
In a perfect world that Mario don't bad clock manage just like he did last night. Remember, he took some time before he started calling timeouts. He would have
that wasn't bad clock management though. In the last 2 minutes, dude, he just threw the he threw a damn hook.
I know what he did, but I'm telling you, Mario Cristobal for the duration of his Ibis career has been a bad clock manager. That's how they lost in 2 games in the middle of the season this year. That's how they lost them games last year, and that's how Georgia Tech and Duke beat them for fun. You can't. If I said Wake Forest can't be the standard, Duke cannot be the standard for the Ibis. Cannot. We in Florida. What the fuck?
Who won the ACC?
Duke.
Oh, and they're the ACC champion. So every school in the ACC is terrible?
When I tell you, every school in the ACC is bad.
If Virginia would have done their damn job, you would not have had that issue with Duke winning the ACC.
No. Listen, Doc, it was 3 teams that could have been in the playoffs down the stretch. Virginia, Duke, and Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech lost 2 games they ain't had no business losing. Virginia should have never lost in the ACC championship game. And Duke lost games in the middle of the season that I am still confused about. They lost to nobody.
That is a basketball school.
I have watched college football a lot this season, and any given Saturday, Thursday, Friday, or whenever they play games, anybody could get it. And that was evident with Florida State beating Alabama. That never should have happened.
God heard my prayer. That's why that happened.
I'm just saying that was a fluke. That was an anomaly game. And Alabama still made it to the playoffs and won a game. So any school can take a L at any point in time in this league. Any one of them, and they have.
Marlo makes
Like
excellent.
Oregon, the way Indiana beat Oregon should have shown you how good Miami defense really is.
Marlo, you
It
make
also
excellent
showed me
points.
that Oregon is not a football school and they ain't had no business being there. That's what it also showed me.
Marlo
That
has
just
But
show,
excellent
it
points.
also
It's
shows
also
you
fucking
how
horrible for the end of time.
it also shows you how top heavy the Big Ten was this season too.
Yeah.
78% of all the players in the Big Ten came from Florida, Georgia, Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, South Carolina.
But that's what I'm saying. It look at for the longest for all of up until the last week of the season, Ohio State was the number one team in the nation.
And when nobody excited
and
about that but Ohio State fans.
and they got embarrassed
And they got
against Miami.
embarrassed by
Mollywop. You
Miami.
hear me?
They got embarrassed by Miami. They lost a close one to Indiana. Indiana was the most Indiana this whole season was the most consistent team
Yes,
in the Big
they
Ten
were.
and in the nation. Yes, they were the most
And you got
consistent.
Absolutely agree.
Oregon
have-
was the most. Oregon was the more better team that could actually run the ball, and they had almost a similar defense. To I would say to Indiana. Of course, Indiana beat them. Indiana beat them like they stole something. The thing about
Which shows you that it is a very important position to have someone who knows what they're doing and how to put kids in the right situation at the helm.
Yeah.
That is everything. Because to look down their roster and not to see not one 5-star and 12 4-stars and the rest journeyman people who got picked up because they just needed an opportunity to go and win a national championship. That's
What did
coaching.
we say on this show about 3-4 weeks ago? Roster construction matters.
we
Not
have to,
stockpiling talent matters. Finding guys that complement each other and just want to play football matters. Again, look at Oregon. All the money in the world got their teeth knocked out. Look at Ohio State. All more money in the world. A blue blood pedigree football team got their teeth knocked out. Indiana's a basketball school.
You had almost a thing. You had almost a thing in the SEC where Ole Miss, who has not won a conference championship in 60 plus years, was
it's been
close.
What you call it? Didn't win one when he was there.
Who?
No, he was at Auburn. Never mind.
No.
Never mind. He was at Auburn. My fault. Wrong school. My bad.
They was this close. They was this close to going to the national championship.
We need to acknowledge a few things. One, it's got to be Lane Kiffin forever.
Always. I told y'all. I said it on this show, and I said it again. I don't know what that man has done to garner all of this. We want you to coach here. We gonna pay you $100 million. He ain't won shit since he was an assistant coach at Alabama.
Nothing. And got ran out of Alabama because he didn't know how to handle business. All he had to do was shut the fuck up and win a national championship. That's it.
Got left on the tarmac in LA.
Man,
y'all hiring a man for $100 million who got stripped of his play calling duties in the middle of a game.
James Madison has the studs, but it's the system that he runs. It
is. That's just like saying Chrysler 300 is the same as a Bentley.
Until a Bentley pulls next to you.
Until a Bentley pulls up. And James Madison was so outclassed in this college football playoff. Like that, they did a great thing for winning their conference and going with one loss all season, but let's keep it a buck. They should have not been one of the 12.
No, but see, this is the problem with the playoffs now. The playoffs now is we don't care that you actually took care of business in regular season. We want the sexy names. We want the big power conferences to get into the games. Look what happened in the
If that was the case, Notre Dame would have been in the playoffs.
The only reason Notre
That's
Dame
definitely not the case
is because they want them to get into a conference. They have been trying to push them to the conference.
They play in the conference. They play in the ACC.
No, they don't. Not in football. In football, they're independent. They have an agreement to play 3 ACC teams a year, something like 3 or 4 ACC teams a year.
This is my whole problem with this whole playoff system and how they do it. It is forever and always going to be a problem when at the end of the year, a team that's ranked in the top 12 don't get in the playoffs. It's always going to be a problem.
And they're trying to go to 16 and 24 teams in 3 years. I don't know if it's
don't make sense.
they're trying.
You know, they play in the NFL schedule.
Season soon because you're gonna start running the basketball season. At that point, I don't care. Basketball.
Yeah, you'll be playing during the Super Bowl weekend.
Ain't nobody gonna watch that.
They basically trying to do what FCS does.
The national championship game next year will happen on January 24th to 25th.
And when is the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl is always the first Sunday of February.
So that means they're gonna be playing the game either the Monday after or the Monday before conference championships.
They always, you know what the crazy thing is, they always championship for the NCAA. Their championship games is always on the Monday, on the big one, the big time.
Yeah, because they can't compete. If you asking me, unless Florida A&M is playing in the FBS championship, you asking me on the Sunday when my Jaguars could potentially be playing to watch a game for a team that I have no skin in the game in. I'm not watching that. I watched the game last night.
Yeah, the bowl sponsors. We don't care about the bowl sponsors. We don't. This ain't the 70s, the 80s, or the 90s anymore. We do not care about bowl sponsorships. We don't.
No.
If the bowl
just care about bowl sponsorship, I mean, the guys that are playing in the bowls because they give them gifts. Nice gifts at that.
If outside of the Celebration Bowl, let me be clear on that. If the bowl sponsors want us to care, they know what they need to do.
You better sponsor a team I actually care about.
Ante up, pay these players to show up, an appearance fee, whatever you want to call it. Pay these players to show up. Get you good teams. APR has got to be thrown away. There was a 5-7 team playing in a bowl game because of APR.
Who?
I have to look it up again. But yeah,
I heard that, but I don't remember the name of the team. But I don't
know if it was African or Tennessee. I can't remember who it was.
Well, Mississippi State was a 5-17 only because they didn't have enough teams. Because some teams opted out not to play in the bowl game.
I don't think they was it. I don't think that was it. But it was a 5-17.
That just made me think of that year everybody opted out and they didn't have nobody to play in the Tostitos Bowl in Jacksonville. And Shotgun was like, "Hey, we'll play." I was like, "Hell yeah, let's go play and shit." With that team, we might have had a fighting chance. Hell.
So it comes down to like everybody get mad when I say this, and I watch a lot of other podcasters. I don't listen to what they say. Money is not a bad thing. NIL is not a bad thing. We are in a new time. We have to learn how to navigate it. And the first way to navigate it is not belittling these kids because they're trying to chase an opportunity. Sometimes it's going to work. we also got to factor in it's hundreds, if not tens of hundreds of kids who are being told that they got to get in the portal because they don't have a spot.
See, but no, Troy. So let's talk about that, right? Now they have the portal. What people don't know, and Doc know this, Marlo know this. People who are actively being recruited to play college ball know this. Your scholarship is only year to year anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there is no difference. The only difference now is they can say, "Hey, I ain't renewing that scholarship, so you might want to go find you somewhere else to go." Your
Yeah,
scholarship is
especially
on,
if you,
and
especially
people
if you,
that's gonna swear to God I'm lying. Find the person that you know that played college sports and ask them, and they will tell you absolutely. Your
especially if
scholarship
you're
is
a
on
senior, like if you're a senior, you only gonna play football for the fall semester. Why do I need to give you a scholarship for the spring either?
That and kids get and a lot of schools get around it when they recruit dual athletes. Take the baseball scholarship, but then come and play football. Take basketball scholarship, but come play football too.
So we just gotta listen. A lot of people don't want to hear this. We gotta accept the new reality. Yes, you're buying season tickets. Yes, you're donating to the university. Donate to your collective too. That's the competitive advantage, especially for Florida schools.
Or if you ain't gonna donate to your collective, find another sport that you don't care about, but they got cheap season tickets and buy it so it can go to the revenue share.
Yeah.
So
Again, I don't know what other states are doing, but the Florida schools, and again, Cookman is not in this. They're
no,
not bound by this. The Ibis
they
are
are
not bound
private.
by this because they're not state schools. But
That
state
mean
schools,
Miami HOA.
yeah, state schools, they can use their auxiliary funds. And I've sent an email to ask if we can get John Davis on the show. Florida schools can use both their auxiliary funds and their collective money together to lure talent.
He gonna be on 220 this week. Or is it next week? I think it's this week.
I think it's this week. He's gonna be tomorrow. He's gonna be at 220 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
You know what? I'm gonna say this, and everybody that knows me, the alumni that know me, know I'm not a fan of the current president. I'm not a fan of what's currently going on. But he did pique my interest during his press conference. Again, piqued my interest. I don't think we have ever had an AD to take over and go, "Hey, I believe in this product so much. I'm just giving you $10,000 a year." Now, is he still highly overpaid? Yes. Does he still know what the fuck he's doing? No, the man ran the lottery. He has never worked in college athletics before. But putting your money where your mouth is means something to me. So I'm interested in how tomorrow is gonna go. I'm interested in I hate the first 100-day things. I'm interested in how he navigates the space that we're in and what we look like next year. I'm interested in if he's going to extend pressure, or if he's going to not renew the contract and he has to hire a coach. That is also what I'm looking for. Like high being zoomed in, looking in, because you have never worked in athletics or sports in general. So do you have a Rolodex of people to hire? What are you doing?
I'm gonna ask this question, and I want to ask this question in a way that understand that I am with Coach Pressure. I'm talking
Absolutely.
about in case anything wild happens, right? This is just a what if, right? The Coach Thornton that's coaching at Tennessee State, is that Coach Thornton's husband?
Defensive
coordinator, right?
Yeah.
well, defensive
Big
line
dude?
coach.
Yeah, I think so.
That's her husband.
Yeah.
Cedric Thornton. Yes.
So we're gonna need to get about, and again, this is if everything goes sideways, we might have to get like 8 Rattlers to jump him so we can get her to Tallahassee.
And just go for the kneecaps.
I seen his latest picture. I don't have to ask if he got hands. Oh, but anyway, these are just jokes. These are just jokes. If you see my tweets, I've been on board with Coach Pressure all season.
Hey, listen. I stand by what I said a couple weeks ago about her outfits. I know we dropped one to Valley, but I think a lot of that was fatigue. Like it's hard to be on the road that long,
And
like coming back from the holidays and you having a road stretch like that. That's rough.
Valley played tough. I've been seeing it for 2 games now. Valley played tough. So like I'm not.
You know what? I was gonna say something very sideways. I'm gonna shut up.
Oh Jesus. So anyway, the Ibis lost. I'm gonna go back to this. Go back to the actual game, right? Here's my issue with Miami. Stop, and this actually all Florida schools are doing this now. Stop playing Canada Junior football. Indiana had a 3-3-5, and number 46 was getting exposed all night. The quarterback just kept missing throws.
Cam Ward wouldn't have missed that throw.
And then when 46 was outside the tackles, they ran the ball. I would have bludgeoned they behind to death.
But Troy, we played Canada Junior football because now everybody's going to Canada Junior schools and hiring coordinators. They hiring offense, they hiring OCs, they hiring DCs, they hiring run game coordinators from the Canada Junior schools. So it's going to happen.
What's wrong with playing Canada Junior football?
He likes ground and pound Southern football.
Listen, here's my issue.
Hold on.
I am a Billy Joe, Bobby Bowden disciple. Spread them out.
One coach invented an offensive scheme, and the other one just paid a bunch of players to run around. So, which one are you choosing?
Listen, I'm not doing that. I'm just telling you what I watched when I was an undergrad. Put points on the board. And yes, both of them ran the ball balanced, right? But you're not finna be man-to-man against my best wide receiver. We finna get my best wide receiver isolated against your worst corner. And we going deep. And we're not doing this. HBCUs was special when our skill position players and our quarterbacks was the shit.
I'm sorry. I'm from the South, but Canada Junior football is just like me watching the Cowboys of the '90s.
That's because you're a Cowboys fan. Ew.
But I'm just saying, as far as with offensive line, fullback, running back, tight end, in 22 personnel. Like for real, it's like me watching the Cowboys back in the '90s.
So
run and drop play.
I'm not letting you get off, Doc. I'm old enough to remember when Jackson State and Southern would line up, and it would be 55-47 at the end of the game.
That was back in the early 2000s, sir. We're not gonna go there.
What I'm saying is,
I ain't talking about Jackson.
We put players in the league at skill positions because we played ball to highlight those skill positions. That's all I'm saying.
I think the other thing of it is coaching has morphed into something that doesn't look like the coaching of past. Like these coaches think you got to overcomplicate the system. You have to do these exotic blitzes and stunts, and got your linemen pushing up field and going inside when you always got to keep contained. Like when you keep it simple, like Indiana did, you win national championships. You throw back shoulder throws. You get running backs that can shake off arm tackles. You get linemen that's gonna block until they hear a whistle. Like you get old school football.
I'm gonna be real. Hold on, Troy. I'm gonna be real with you, Troy. Let's be real. Before Alabama decided that they was gonna modernize their offense, Jamal, Marlo, when they playing Smash Mouth Canada Junior football.
And you forget why they changed? Florida.
Yeah, but still though. But still, I ain't talking about. I'm talking about when Nick Saban won in
the reason why they changed wasn't because they couldn't run smash mouth football. They changed because they had monsters at receivers. When you got a Julio Jones and you got these other folks, you gotta throw the ball. It ain't like you gotta put it in the air.
But you also still have running backs like Derrick Henry and
exactly. It's not like they could not run the ball.
Right.
They just could run and pass. They could do two things at the same time, and you didn't even know when they were going to do it.
That's what I'm saying. You didn't have the quarterback that was throwing for Alabama that was throwing for 4,000 yards.
No, but what everybody's saying is it went from an either or to a both, right?
Yeah.
Because teams in the past, you were either a very good passing team and you could not run, or you were a very good running team and you could not pass.
Hold on.
It went from either or to both.
We went to school in Tallahassee. They could do both.
We could do both, but that was also because he was getting guys that nobody wanted. He was getting Billy Joe was getting guys nobody necessarily wanted. He was getting guys that were transferring in. He was getting guys that were legacy, and he was building a team.
And don't get me wrong, too. I came, living here in Texas. I sure do hate that team in Austin, but before Mac Brown got there, John McAfee was the head coach at University of Texas. He sure did have a running back by the name of Ricky Williams down there. He also had a running back by the name of Sean.
And where was Ricky Williams from?
Ricky Williams from San Diego, California.
No, he was from San Diego. Hold on, yes.
He from San Diego.
His mommy made the soup, remember?
But see, also Texas Tech used to run the football too. By the name with a guy by the name of Byron Hanspard.
Oh my God!
DeSoto, Texas.
And they would spread the field.
No, they would.
They wasn't running. Listen, they was not running.
I'm telling you,
they was running three wide receivers, and they was running straight up the field.
No, not under Spike Dykes. Spike Dykes never spread the football like that. Spike Dykes was a fullback in front of the running back, tight end, two wide receivers. I know this. They didn't do that until they got the other Ricky Williams, little smaller version of Ricky Williams, and Mike Leach was the head coach. I'm telling you, I know this.
And they was running Miami offense.
No, they was running the I formation.
They would split out to three wide receivers and run straight up the gut.
I know. Come on now. I would know this. They were running a two-back set. It was fullback in front, offset sometime because Hanspard always had speed to get to the outside. They had the receivers. Trust me, his homeboy was a starting receiver. Stacy Mitchell.
They weren't throwing like that. They weren't throwing.
No, I never said they were throwing like that. I said they ran the ball.
Yeah.
I said they ran the ball. They never ran a three wide when they had Byron Hanspard. They never ran a three wide when they had Bam Morris. I'm telling you this from watching it from experience. This is the old Southwest Conference. This is where niggas was cheating just to pay motherfuckers to cheat.
The Southwest Conference, everybody at one point was on probation. So even everybody loved Lou Holtz. Lou Holtz left Arkansas on probation. I ain't telling you something I heard about. I'm telling you the truth. But yeah, Lawrence, there is a 20. I don't know why they're calling that a classic with a PWI, but the Beauty at the Beach Classic with Stetson.
Oh wow!
That's because everybody want to be us. And that is clearly a Negro function, so it's a classic.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Tennessee State and Jackson State for for agreeing to re-up the Classic, even though the Classic ain't gonna be in Memphis anymore. Gonna be a home and home.
It's better when we own our own Classics anyway.
The timeline next year is going to devolve because the Tennessee State people that wasn't on Twitter gonna get on Twitter. It is. If you've never been around,
know how to work it.
If you've never been around an old school Tennessee State person, one of my mentors, Mr. Jackie, is a Tennessee State alum from like 1980. He don't like nothing about Jackson State, and now he got a Twitter account.
Hey,
I'm just saying it's good when it's a rivalry. Listen, some rivalries need to come back.
Again, since they want a home and home, they can cut the bread.
Yeah, but yeah, having that revive, a lot of people look. A lot of Jackson State folks have already started booking their rooms and stuff for this Classic. So it's about to be on and popping in Nashville. Let's go ahead and get into the NBA and how my Mavericks yesterday came to the Garden to beat up on them damn Knicks.
Remember when I told y'all they should have never hired Mike? Remember I told y'all that? We should have hired Dawn. Yeah.
Dawn who?
Staley. That's what we should have hired. We should have paid her whatever she wanted to leave South Carolina.
If we didn't get her before she went to Temple, we ain't never had no chance.
What's happening in New York, and see, I kept the NBA Cup is garbage. Nobody actually plays hard for that.
The WNBA's Commissioner's Cup, and them dudes don't care enough to actually play hard and win. They make too much money to care. Let's call a spade a spade. They don't care until they get to the playoffs, and then they start caring in the playoffs. Once they get to the conference championships, and they might play for an actual championship.
I actually want to know more about that. And we'll talk about that later. But Mike Brown, I don't know if he can make it. If it was me, I wouldn't let him go to. No, I think New York wanted to hire her. I don't know if she interviewed or not. I can't remember if she interviewed. It's been a while. But New York wanted her to come interview.
New York wanted her to come interview, and Portland fumbled Becky Hammond. So where are we?
Yeah. You know what? I'll take Becky right now. Now.
Whoever trying to get Becky might have to fight Mark in the street.
You know what? If I was in Miami yesterday, I'd push his old ass down right on the sideline.
Just violent.
Just saying.
It's not
in that championship press conference when he found out she wasn't the highest paid coach in the league. I think he felt some kind of way.
Side note, because I talked to Marlo today, and apparently you cannot kidnap Tom Brady's car and send pieces to him in boxes. Apparently that's illegal.
An alternator here, a rearview mirror there, some weather stripper in the following week, maybe a hood. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
It is still very illegal to do. Not just a little.
It's only illegal if you get caught.
Wait. Whoa. I'm trying not to crash out. But Lawrence gonna do it. How, Lawrence? How we find? We third in the East.
Told that Jalen Brunson was too short, and then when he scored 30 points, y'all want to act like she don't know ball. She said that man was too short 5 years ago, and he's been proving it. You want to goddamn? I'm about to call it Commissioner's Cup. You want a President's Championship? Whoop the goddamn do. Win something else.
We have Miles Bridges, who for the life of me I can't figure out why we pay him so much.
I can't figure it out either. The only person that's kind of earning their paycheck is Cat.
No, he ain't. Cat played hard for 2 minutes.
I said kinda.
And then, motherfucker, you 6'11", driving to the basket against a 6'9" dude you don't get no props for. None.
And who New York head coach right now?
Mike Brown.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And it also the Mavericks. Cooper Flag only had 18, but he also had 9 rebounds and I think 7 assists.
He didn't need to shoot well. We were shooting bricks from 3.
Then y'all lose to Miami the other night too.
Lost to Miami. We done lost it. How you third in the East and Boston is injured? Milwaukee ain't got nobody. You should. I can't. This shit make my head hurt.
Well, we pretty much know if they not winning now and they got all their starters healthy, what did we learn?
They gonna be at the house with my Miami Heat.
I'm finna go back. I'm going back in the closet. I'm just gonna stop telling people I'm a Knicks fan.
Yep. Y'all had a little glimmer of hope when Melo was there. Nick take.
Well, but word on the street is Orlando wants to trade for Big Cat.
Why would they do that?
Big Cat.
First of all,
Hold on.
Hold on. If Orlando make that trade, I'm already upset with the organization. If they make that trade, I'm getting my poster boys ready. This shit will not go. This shit will not go. I will be down in front of the Amway. I know it's the Kia Center, but I will be down in front of that motherfucker.
It's always the Amway, just like Miami is always American Airlines. That ain't changed.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll be down there. Let them make that deal.
Who you want for that deal, Troy?
Nobody. We'll give y'all a second round pick. That's it. That's all he worth.
We need Hans and Franz first. That's
what
you ain't getting Franz Wagner.
Y'all didn't get Franz.
Oh, then ain't no deal. We need to talk to Milwaukee. The only people we need to be talking to is Milwaukee.
And for what? To get Giannis so he can be hurt and angry all the time and fussing with y'all because he want his brother there? Good luck.
Why on earth would the Magic make a trade for, like, why would we trade for him? He doesn't improve the position. That's not a win-win situation. Like, if they made that trade, who you getting this information from? Because they don't know what the fuck they talking about basketball.
Is this a safe space?
Nigga, this ain't my show.
Orlando don't want to pay their players. So getting rid of Hans and Franz.
They don't want to pay a coach either who got them to a finals. What else is new? Tracy McGrady got them to a finals and ended up in Houston. Shaq ended up in LA.
So what's going to happen?
Ended up where? In Vancouver? We keep going.
So what's going to happen if Paolo don't get his money?
Paolo already got paid.
Paolo got his money. That might be the only person they ever pay.
They just never gonna put a winning.
Franz will get paid.
Franz is gonna be in New York.
Shit. That's we for you to root for him. You're the worst fan.
You are Hans and Franz. No, man.
It's absolutely terrible.
Listen.
I already told you. You're the worst.
I don't know why.
You're the worst fan ever.
What? The what?
I said you are the worst fan ever.
How you figure that?
You just talk cash money shit about the Knicks.
And?
Cash. And now you up there trying to recruit for?
Yes,
True.
Hans and Franz will make us a better
I
franchise than
mean,
Cat.
to Troy's defense, I used to call Jaguars bad news bears of the National Football League. So we all be bad fans sometimes.
I've seen Marlo in the stands ready to go down and swing on players. We're not doing this. He's not.
Yeah. Oh no. I'm not. But you have never heard me say that I don't like my team because of this player, that player. You ain't never heard me say that.
No, but you said I don't like Jameis. Why
I
he's your
don't.
quarterback?
I don't like Jameis right now.
You mean 30 interceptions in the season, James?
I
Yeah.
mean 30
mean,
touchdowns
30
and
for 30.
5,000 yards, Jameis.
30
James
touchdowns.
30 touchdowns and 31 interceptions.
You know, that's where Kendrick Lamar got that saying from. 30 for 30, 30 for 30. Yeah, that's where they got that shit from.
Oh,
This goddamn clown.
Have I heard the rumor Anthony Davis going to Charlotte Hornets? No, I have not heard
Anthony
that.
Davis
Why would
need to
anybody
go.
pay that man? He needs to be
He
sitting out
need to go
retirement.
somewhere. Yeah, that he could just finish his career. He didn't want. He got a championship ring. He has a good chance of getting in the fame, the
No,
Hall
he
of Fame.
don't. No, he does
He do.
not.
He do.
No,
Yeah,
he
he does.
don't.
Yeah, he does. He got it for his
I'm telling you.
Kentucky
Oh yeah,
year.
it's not the NBA Hall of Fame. Yeah, he's right. It'll be
Oh,
from college.
yes. College Hall of Fame, yes. The NBA? No, he doesn't.
Okay.
College,
Just remember,
yes. NBA, Marlo, come on, man.
when
What
Anthony
man
Davis,
done- what
when
did
Anthony
man
Davis
do
was
that made him
healthy,
get what?
when Anthony Davis was healthy, when he actually played, he was the most dominant player in that position.
Yeah, that was in New Orleans.
And when he first got to the Lakers,
No, that's when all the injuries started. I
no,
might have
he
had
was the reason why they won the championship.
he was beat up that year too.
But I'm saying he is the reason why they won. It wasn't because of LeBron.
Wow, the
I'm
James
just saying.
is crazy.
Uh,
Nah, there's some James disrespect in the chat. It's kind of crazy.
It ain't crazy. It's facts.
Baker Mayfield takes a swipe at ex-coach Kevin Stefanski.
Why
Stefanski,
is he
I don't think
taking a
he's gonna
swipe
be
at
in
anybody?
Atlanta
Hold
very
on.
long.
We be getting too far out of control.
Hey, EA, you ain't lying. This generation of big men was not it. And I'll be the first person to tell you that. And Anthony Davis is the poster child.
Listen, Marlo ain't gonna say it because Marlo love his team so much, even though he gave his quarterback the nickname Loft. Baker Mayfield has lost, and the Bucks are never gonna go to the Super Bowl with Baker Mayfield because he has lost. You want to know what loft is?
Oh God, I'm afraid to ask.
Loft.
It is lack of fucking talent. And where the lie at in that?
Hey, I'm using that at work tomorrow.
Now, I did not give him that nickname. The Buccaneer Superfan on this podcast gave him that nickname, but I'm the bad fan. Also,
I didn't say anything about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but I just made a fair assessment about his play. How can you go from lighting it up your first 6 games to losing 7 of your next 9?
Because he's just like Troy's head coach at Florida State. He gets progressively worse as the season goes on.
He showed
hold on. You
the
are going
loft.
the people that actually was good. He was never a good coach.
The loft is strong with that one.
But he started out on Fido.
So it said. So this is what Baker Mayfield said Failed is quite the reach, pal. Still waiting on his text call from him after I got shipped off like a piece of garbage. Can't wait to see you twice a year, coach. So basically what he was saying, this is what he was saying when he was in Cleveland.
Baker Mayfield talking a lot of shit for a man that ain't that great. That's all I'm saying.
Well, first, you said great. You said great. We're going to start with that word. There's nothing. Tom Brady was great. Drew Brees was great. I would even say Cam Newton was great. He wasn't a game manager.
No, we not. See, Marlo listen, I have an issue because I be in the stands with Marlo. And when Tom Brady had threw them interceptions, actually, I called Marlo today. I called him. I had to check up on him because I know Marlo. He gonna go to jail if I don't check up on him. He be on the edge, y'all. Y'all don't understand.
I stay on the edge because in the NFL, you start practice, you start mini camps in March. A lot of them is already reported, but the draft, right after the draft, they start mini camps. So you go for months with these guys, throwing the same routes, running the same plays. You go through preseason, throwing these routes, running the same plays. It should be muscle memory. And you get in a game and you overthrow, you throwing for pick sixes, you missing your checkdowns where you know if a team does this, you do this. If it's not there, you throw it away. You don't throw it to the other team. So yes, I get very pissed. I go to training camp. I see them make mistakes in training camp and clean it up in the next play. Like, I get highly pissed when I'm sitting in the stands and I can call the plays out. And I do it often.
So the thing about with Baker Mayfield is to me, I'm gonna be honest with you. Stefanski, I don't think he's even a good OC. He's not a good OC. I don't think he's a good evaluator of talent.
He ain't a good
at the time, that was who your QB is. At the time, you're the OC of the team. Baker Mayfield is your QB. Did you help bring along and develop Baker Mayfield at that time?
We just watched this man try and sabotage a rookie. No, he did not.
No, he did not. You also had the 11 other QBs that you had ever since you've been an OC/head coach. And then, like you said, he tried to sabotage Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur started the last 7 games of the season.
The problem I have with this hire is wherever you go, the team you went to, where you go to, Atlanta.
Yeah.
You have Michael Penix.
Michael Penix will not be in Atlanta very long. He probably already trying to get rid of that man.
This is my point. You already tapped him as your next franchise quarterback. Had he not gotten hurt, Cousins would have never saw the field.
No.
And he's getting millions and millions of dollars to not see the field.
Marlo,
they would probably
like tiny top quarterbacks. He does not like that man.
Oh,
brother, man.
Michael Penix not short.
He is not a small quarterback.
The fancy like tiny top quarterbacks. He is not finna be trying to develop.
No. Let's keep it a buck. He likes tiny top white quarterbacks.
That part.
Okay.
If
he has a chance to get a tiny top black quarterback, he ain't gonna get it.
He's not a good evaluator of quarterbacks. Even to me, the way it looked like, it seemed to me that Joe Flacco didn't even want to play for that man.
I wouldn't.
and Flacco been in the league for a long time.
I sure would not have.
I mean, but that's it. That says a lot. If you know, because normally vets just, especially when you're a Flacco and you kind of on the backside of your career, you want to play, you want to get the check, you want to keep up the health care. The longer you're in the league, the better your retirement.
Yeah, your
He don't want
insurance
to
and
be there.
everything, your pension.
Yeah, your retirement, your pension, and if he don't want to be there, I mean,
Hey, Pop, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping he do something stupid like that. So we can go ahead, the Raiders can go ahead and get Shador.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Arthur Blank will veto the shit out of Matt Ryan. I'm sorry. He would not even make that trade.
But if that's the case, why hire him? If you already know he gonna do head ass shit like that, which he is, because he also don't know what he doing. You had an opportunity to go out and get a season that can actually rebuild the team and make y'all make sense. But you hire Matt Ryan.
It's that, like I said, when you rich and you're paying the tab, you think you are the smartest person in the room. This is what you do. When you don't let football people make football decisions, this is what you get. That's why Atlanta is gonna forever and always be that squad that just can't get right.
Wow.
That's just it.
The
They
Super
got
Bowl in their home arena.
up by 34 points.
Your team got to sleep in their own bed, in their own house, and lost. They ain't even have to swap locker rooms and lost.
Well, Matt, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this. Tomlin is letting everybody know he ain't in no rush to do nothing.
I think he enjoying sleeping and not being bothered.
Tomlin will be in leadership at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
If we're being a buck, Arthur
We
Blank would
already
be better off hiring Mike Tomlin as his football exec than Matt Ryan.
we already has hired his special team coach. Mike Tomlin is coming to. He'll be in the Sunshine State. His family is already here in Orlando.
So you
They
firing
gonna
your
fire
head
him after
coach?
2 years like they did Lovie Smith.
No, but just like they did Bruce Arians, that
Your
Tampa
team
Bay
does not like Bruce.
hired. They hire from within. I'm telling you, they hire from within.
Oh, Marlo, you think you smooth. You think you slick. You ain't slick. This ain't no hire from within, Marlo. That man does not have a job.
That man been in Pittsburgh for 17 years.
Wait a minute. Hey, Marlo. Before we get ready to say, you ain't slick, nigga.
Right.
I don't know why he don't. Y'all,
in Pittsburgh for 17
I told y'all where Quentin was gonna go before it even when we were at the Albany State game. I said he's auditioning right now. Did I not?
on the show that week, and I told you no, hell he not.
And where he at? I don't just be saying shit just to be saying it.
Listen, again, I'm not saying you just saying something to be saying it. I asked you the question, so you firing your current head coach. You said we hiring from within. That means that man would already have to be on the payroll.
They just got rid of everybody. They fired 7 coaches. Tampa Bay just fired 7 coaches. And they're hiring basically a new hierarchy of the coaching tree. That's basically what they're doing. So just like Bruce Arians was trying to hand the coaching reins over to his OC at the time, but he couldn't get right. So they gave it over to the defensive coordinator.
Well, I'll tell you from the Raiders.
Because Byron Leftwich was a terrible offensive coordinator. Terrible. When you have a 40-year-old Tom Brady throwing the ball 50 times a game, absolutely terrible.
Marlo.
I'm here.
You good? Because you've been taking some shots at people. I just want to make sure you got it all out your system.
Not yet. I ain't even got to the disrespect segment. But I'm just saying.
Oh dear God. So what was I finna say? For the Raiders need to hire Brian Flores and get Cliff Kingsbury to be the offensive coordinator.
I think the Steelers gonna say, "Give us the black guy again. It worked last time."
You know that Kansas City just said they're requesting to interview Eric Bieniemy.
I know you fucking lying.
For what?
Apparently that is a done deal.
For what?
OC.
He was there already.
Yeah.
But he don't work nowhere, right? He got fired from UCLA, right?
This is what I'm trying to.
With the Bears, he was working with somebody. He's working. He's working now. He never is out of a job. But I want some respected journalist to explain why he has not had an NFL head coach job. He has not had a college head coach job. There is a story there. I
think he liked the ski slopes.
Good way to put it.
I'm just saying. I mean, we all trying to get monetized still, but I think he liked the ski slopes. I think he is probably worse than that man that was at Michigan, and everybody know it, and nobody wants to be like, "Hey, he worked here when he finally get fucked up." He used to get rid of an assistant coach. Know how long your name will be on ESPN if your head coach get caught doing something stupid? I could be very wrong. I could be very right. None of this is alleged because I don't know. I'm just a nigga with a microphone. I don't even have a microphone. I got the phone and some AirPods.
Listen, there is a story out there. We had a gentleman on our show that informed me of the story. And it ain't nothing he did as a professional. It go way, way far back. And I'm trying to figure out why whatever that sin was, why it hasn't been forgiven and given him a job. Because at this point,
who thought it was?
It's ridiculous. It wasn't nothing he did. You know how you be with the wrong people at the right time? It wasn't nothing he did. So, but, you know, your mama tell you who to date and who not to date before you leave, go to college. You better listen to her.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the perfect example of be careful who your friends are.
Yep.
So
they will cost you more than you want to pay.
Yes, it will.
So we it was it was a big week in SWAC basketball, especially SWAC men's basketball. So first off, I would like to say that for everybody that's sick of seeing my gif of that young man skipping in front of the big rattler, I don't give a damn. I ain't had this much fun about FAMU basketball since Scientific Map was the point guard at FAMU.
Hey, he got to be the next GM if we ever get to that point.
So yeah, man.
It's gonna be a good old showdown Saturday though.
Yep.
Let's talk about it. Got Alcorn coming down to the highs of 7 Hills to take on FAMU. Alcorn coming in at 3-14 on a controversial loss Saturday. Controversial. And FAMU is pretty much riding high, sitting at the top of the conference right now.
Sitting at the world.
Dream. Whoa.
You got Mississippi Valley taking on Grambling in Grambling. Grambling still sitting at the top of the conference.
Didn't Grambling lose last week?
Yeah, they got this past weekend. You got Alabama State going down to South Texas to take on Prairie View. Prairie View's at the top of the conference also. You got Southern hosting Arkansas Pine Bluff. Both teams are pretty much almost dead even. Alabama A&M and Texas Southern. Alabama A&M is on the road, take on Texas Southern. Alabama A&M is at 10-8 right now on the men's side. And then in a showdown in Daytona, Jackson State with the leading scorer, the top scorer in the conference, Daeshun Ruffin. In the last 4 games, this guy scored over 35 points a game. Takes on Bethune-Cookman in Bethune. This game is going to be on ESPNU at 3:00 on Saturday.
They better get their shots.
Yep.
God damn it, Marlo.
Taking the shots. Rubella. When they go to the locker room, tell them don't be surprised.
Oh, shit.
Some shit be running across your feet. Just take it all in stride. It's just what it is.
But
Y'all ever wonder why y'all AD hasn't emailed me back, or your favorite player from your school hasn't been on the show? I ain't saying no names, but I'm the good guy for a reason.
Sorry, not sorry. Am I supposed to apologize for my feelings?
Look, baby, don't encourage him. Oh God. So I'll get to the Bethune-Cookman Jackson State game. Jackson State gonna need to play a balanced game like they played this past game.
mm-hmm.
It cannot be the Ruffin show. It cannot.
What you mean he can't be the Ruffin show? You know that boy had 16. Yeah, 16 assists in the game.
Hold on. He need about 4 people to score 10 points if Cookman bring their A game. Matt, you have no idea. Like, I am not a fan of that school in Daytona. Don't get me wrong. They treat us really well. Marlo can even tell you they feed us, they treat us really well. However, Marlo is not going to take a moment or let a moment pass where he's not going to take a shot.
Well, is it really a shot, or am I just
telling the truth?
Yeah, looking out for the cookout. So I want them to finish the season.
The top 3 teams in the conference are FAMU, Bethune, and Jackson State, all sitting at 4-1. And for folks that said that was down that what Mo Williams was doing and why he scheduled that schedule, I told y'all look towards conference season where he turns it on in the conference. I told y'all that team, he makes the team ready for in-conference play. Do we wish we had some games where we can win out of conference? Yeah, we wish we would have some games where we're out of conference. But he schedules the team like that for in-conference play to get ready for a conference tournament and more than likely get ready for the NCAA tournament. That's all you need.
He got this is the beginning of that run. He got FAMU and who's the other one? Cookman, FAMU. Is it Southern?
Let me see. You got Bethune, we got FAMU. We got Bethune on Saturday, FAMU on Monday, and then the following Saturday, Grambling comes to Jackson.
Yeah, he got the top 3 teams, top 4 teams, top 4 or 5 teams in the conference.
He made the schedule the way he made the schedule. That I'm trying to tell folks. You schedule yourself hard in the out of conference. That way, even though you want to win some games, yes, you can win some games, but at the end of the day, you do it so you when conference play comes in, you are ready to go because this is it's not a sprint, it is a marathon. You got 18 games in your conference.
I say this.
And then we got Southern on February the 2nd. That's the only and that would be the only time. That would be the only time we play Southern.
Oh wait, I missed it. My bad.
Games are not going to be easy in the conference, though, for real.
No,
And never easy in SWAC.
It's not going to be easy, but this is going to be the year that you legit can say 5 teams can win it all. Easy. Like we're talking about Bethune-Cookman has a squad full of at least G5 players. At least.
I am not complaining about long shot. I understand why all the SWAC schools schedule the way they do. But I want us to get to the point. I want us to get to the point where those games are winnable. Because I really and truly believe that the SWAC in basketball should be a 2 to 3 team league. But we got to get to that point. We talk about money all the time, but NCAA basketball money goes a whole lot further than football money.
Yep.
So if we can get to the point where we get 2-3 teams in, we talking about something. That disbursement to the league looks a whole lot different. So
it's 3 years, ain't it?
Huh?
That's a 3-year disbursement, ain't it?
Yeah, it's the reason why Connecticut can play football now, and it's all because of the women's basketball team. Yep.
I think Ward was out of the league by then, Matt.
What?
Ward came in the league in 2003.
They were both in the league at the same time. Yeah, I think Charlie's last team was Houston. So I think he was in Houston.
And remember, Mo came in. He came in with Utah.
Yeah.
No, Lawrence, they don't have him in the Final Four. I mean, you're right. They have him in the first 4. They do have him in the first 4.
We got like if we get one team in the first 4, but then we get another team to actually make the field and get to play somebody that they had the potential to beat. Like, I'm preaching to the crowd. That year Butler went on a run. Y'all realize Butler only has like 2 buildings for a school, right? It's in a fucking neighborhood. And they went on a run. They went on a tear, and they haven't went on another one. Basketball will always be my equalizer sport. Yeah. Always. Basketball and baseball, really. But basketball will always be my equalizer sport. What we lack and what we miss in football, we can always make it up in basketball. You can throw a rock and put together a team of dudes that can really compete and play ball. Especially in the South. Them dudes that didn't get a football scholarship, most of them played basketball and they were good.
Yeah. So the women's side, I don't know how to judge the women's side yet because some teams played tough and then they play inconsistent. FAMU beating Southern was a shock. And then they lost the Valley. And it's not just FAMU playing like that. It's not just Southern playing like that. Like nobody's hit their stride yet. I think Southern is the most consistent team in the conference. But again, they lost FAMU in Tallahassee. So
on the women's side?
Yeah.
Now the most consistent team in the conference is going to be Alabama A&M.
No. Consistent, yes, but when you think about SWAC women's basketball, especially this year, you don't think about Alabama A&M. You say Southern. So are they consistent? Do they play about the same? Yes. Do they win the games they're supposed to win? Do they lose the games they're supposed to lose? Yes. But Southern has knocked off 2 PWIs this year at home. Not in Baton Rouge, but on their home court. So when you really say, yeah, Southern, when you take women's basketball, this year it's pretty. The women's game typically sticks to what you think out of the gate versus the men. It typically don't change. So whoever you pick to win the conference at the top of the season wins the conference. Southern was picked to win the conference.
You're right, Dimitri. You're right, Dimitri. And then UAPB knocked off a PWI at the beginning of the season too.
Yep.
Yeah. So my I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still telling lies about FAMU women until I can't. I'm telling lies.
It's gonna be a dog fight. It's gonna be a dog fight on Saturday because we coming in winning the last game against Texas Southern on the women's side. I mean, not Texas Southern, but Prairie View on the women's side. But I think it's going to be a game, and I think both teams need this game. Whatsoever it is, and it's only quarter of the. Y'all got to understand, it's only quarter of the 1/4 of the conference schedule that's already been played on both sides. So.
Yep.
I mean, by the time we get to the thick of the schedule, I'll be healthy enough to get on the road and go see some games. Hopefully, like I said, we'll make that swing through New Orleans.
Hopefully, you don't have death by snoo.
Man, look.
He said, what?
I'll talk about that later.
Hey, it's an episode of Futurama, Doc. Death by snoo.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. But like we said, the actual women's basketball, it's gonna be interesting. But again, we only a quarter of the way in. By the time we get into the thick of it, I will be at some of y'all favorite institutions. Hopefully Muller will be with me. Unless, well, we ain't gotta go to Daytona no more, so I guess that ain't a problem.
Hey, who
I'm not gonna say that I wouldn't go to Daytona. I just need to know ahead of time when we're going, so I can prep.
So he can prep to get his shots.
That's all.
I'm over here getting my ass kicked by Lennox. I don't like this.
But NAIA basketball is fun to watch. Yeah.
Oh, Doc, thank you. Florida Memorial men knocked off the number 10 team in the nation.
Yep. Hey, we gotta get him on the show.
I'm working on it. I'm sending emails. I'm working.
Not Kaiser, right?
FMU beat Kaiser, which the two.
Okay. I'm gonna say something. Is this the same Kaiser they got at campus over on Thomas Hill Road in Tennessee?
No. This is Kaiser down south. They
because I was about to say, when in the fuck did they get a basketball team? They ain't even got no mascot, and they got a basketball team.
That shit is hilarious.
I ain't say nothing wrong. I'm sick of you in this damn disclaimer.
Hey, I'm trying to do this to protect you.
These people don't know me.
Oh God. No, it's Kaiser in South Florida. Kaiser. So when it comes to the NAIA schools in Florida, Kaiser, Southeastern, there's another one that's down south. They got money. Like they got money. Kaiser camp is bigger than Coral Gables.
Yep.
Oh wow.
And
You have to remember that Coral Gables is sandwiched into a neighborhood.
Yeah, it's neighborhood to the water. It's the cul-de-sac school. Like they don't have no room to like do a whole bunch.
They cannot grow. That's why they don't have a stadium on campus. They don't. They in the same situation as Bethune. They have nowhere to go.
Yeah. And then Southeastern is in NAIA is a bigger school.
No, we ain't finna do that. We not just finna go say that they're in the same situation as Bethune. Bethune could buy all the projects around them and expand their school.
Government, they won't let them buy that.
They can.
Hey, I think the local government is. I don't like them people, but I do know that the city of Daytona is not on their side.
You don't have to be on your side when you got the money. All you have to do is purchase the land to expand your school.
Right, leave them alone.
Yeah. But I'm tired of them using that excuse that we can't put a stadium on campus because they don't want us to have lights and they buy them shits. It's hood. The property is not that valuable around that school.
So the men's Stuno men, they did their Texas two-step. They won against Houston Tillotson on Thursday, and then Saturday they came up to Dallas to play Paul Quinn. Won in overtime, 75-72.
Chocolate. Hey, from where?
I'm sorry.
But it was fun to see the women on the women's side. I have to remember what the women did. I wish Danny was on here. She just got back. I think she just got back into town not too long ago.
Yeah, she got a game tonight. She called me. She had a game around 7:00, so she was.
Oh yeah, they playing Mobile. So they okay. Let me see if I can find it.
How the fuck you talking about it ain't no directory? I see the directory.
Oh damn.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm fighting with Lenny. I'm trying to figure out what is intrusion coming from on the network.
One of the things that we are going to work to do, and we're diligently trying to do, is get these NAIA D2 coaches on. Edward Waters had a big win a couple days ago that we didn't get to highlight. I sent an email. I'm sending an email out tomorrow because I was trying to call their SID, and for some reason I don't have him saved in my phone, so I got to figure out what his phone number is again. But I'm gonna get
anytime we need to get a hold of Edward Waters, just let me know.
We need their basketball coach on, and you know what? Hold on, I need everybody to know something. Me, Marlo. We know a lot of people that will be great interviews, past and present FAMU people. Because we know them as regular people, we often forget to say, hey, why don't you come on the show and let's talk about your experience, yada, yada, yada. We're going to try to do better with that this spring because we talk on the phone often about, hey, why don't we get such and such? By the way, Marlo, I called Jamie, just so you know. And
I can get Jamie on the hell. I can get Willie on the show.
let me put this whole thing up.
Willie who?
You know who? Shotgun.
We don't know him no more.
Motherfucker. for
I know
almost
Willie.
a year to get him on. Marlo, if he get to Florida State before we get him on the show, I'm gonna be real pissed off.
He ain't going to Florida State.
If he get to Florida State, I don't want him on the show.
That too, and he ain't going to Florida State.
You know
The
what? That's
boosters
it.
would kill over and die if they hired another black man.
You know what? Y'all just don't want to see me happy. Y'all off the Christmas list.
No, your boosters don't want to see you happy. Your classmates don't want to see you happy. Your fellow alumni don't want to see you happy. It ain't us.
But anyway, we are trying to get people on the show. It's just a matter of timing. My prostate cancer kind of threw stuff off, but that's out the way now. It's apparently it's gonna be warm for a couple of days, so I get to sit in the back and work. So
We need to get Charlie on the show before I start telling stories. I got a lot of Charlie Ward stories.
I see. I got to thank Bowie State got their football schedule out for next season, and they got 2 FCS HBCUs on there. They are playing Delaware State on September the 12th, and on September the 19th, they are going to be down in Huntsville, take on Alabama A&M.
No, I got a bat and an attitude. That's all that matters. So we talked about it briefly. Did we get home? Did we get all the basketball? I want to make sure we covered all the basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talked about trying to trade Cat for a bucket of chicken.
That's not what he worth.
And Coke.
No, he talking about trying to trade Cat for a filet mignon when he worth a bucket of chicken.
No, Hans and Franz ain't gonna lead y'all to the promised land because listen, just give up Hans and Franz. It's okay. It's all right. You're gonna be all right.
The Green Bay Packers have released former All-Pro Trayvon Diggs.
We knew that was coming. That was no surprise. Don't he got a court appearance he need to go to?
I don't know.
No, that's
the brother. That's the other. My fault.
Again, Stephon Diggs is not a part of the Baby Daddies of America. That is the official statement.
The fuck you mean?
Mike McDaniel is set to become the Chargers' new OC.
Okay, that I don't hate that. He don't need to be nobody's head coach either.
Thank you, Jesus.
What y'all have thank you, Jesus, for? He might have been the Raiders head coach. I got
No, he interviewed in Tampa.
Ooh,
of course.
Lord, I prayed for the wrong thing. Oh my God! Do y'all know how much podcast content every week, Mark?
I think Pittsburgh might go with Brian Flores.
I think they are too.
You know, y'all just want to see me push fake Chucky down, don't you?
Don't push the fake Chucky down, because how is Ace Wilson gonna be a multi-millionaire playing ball?
I need some balance.
That's why he need a men's piece so he can keep paying them under the table.
I know. Okay.
We like fake Chucky a little bit on this show, and I'm not an Aces fan. I'm a Sparks fan, but we like fake Chucky. He made the league better.
I'm an Aces fan. I'm a Raiders fan. As a Raiders fan, he brought that vile creature into the building.
See, you only upset because it's Tom Brady. If it was not Tom Brady, that would have been a good hire. And you know it.
He hasn't done anything.
You ain't got no chance to do anything.
He been there a year. You know what,
Troy? No, because when the Aces lost last year, you blamed Tom Brady.
Yeah,
you sure did. And then they came back and won.
And he ain't say shit about Tom Brady.
Not nothing.
He don't get no credit. He just get the blame. That's the rules.
Wow. Wow.
I don't make the rules. That's the rules.
Let's see what else we got. Adrian Stubbs from Maryville High School in Arizona scores 100 points in 3 quarters.
Jesus.
That's not the first time Epiphany Prince did it in Christ King Girls High School, and I want to say 2006.
Is this a safe space?
It's high
And then
school.
I think Lisa Leslie also did it in 1984.
No, that ain't Lisa Leslie. That was you talking about Cheryl Miller.
No, Lisa Leslie. I believe she might have dropped 50. Yeah, Cheryl Miller dropped. No, wait a minute. Let me look.
Yeah, Lisa Leslie dropped it in 89, like
Yeah,
92.
it was. I want to say it might have been 89 or 90. So you've had Cheryl Miller, Lisa Leslie, and Epiphany Prince, and then the current person.
So is this a safe space? Because I need to ask some questions.
What, man?
So some parents watch their kid play against another kid that scored 100 points
in 3 quarters,
and ain't nobody fight. Because I can promise you,
when I was in high school, we used to play a school by the name of Panama City Arnold. It's Panama Beach. The city was Panama City Beach. School was Arnold High School. We beat them 75-4, and all the starters only played the first quarter. Who the hell was they gonna fight? Not our country asses. They got their ass back on the bus and went back to their school on the beach and shut the fuck up. Half of them was on the plane so they try to get into Harvard anyway. We said this 3 weeks ago. Be truthful about your kids and their athletic abilities. Same rules apply.
This was on January the 13th. But 5'10" guard just needed 3 quarters to drop 100 points in a 109-25 victory.
Wait. You're not gonna just run past that part. Hold on.
Yeah, you funny. Wasn't nobody scared of Arcilla Christian in nothing but baseball. You funny, man.
Oh, Jesus.
We didn't give a damn about Arcilla Christian until it came to baseball. Then you be like, yeah, we finna lose this one. Everything else,
I ain't seen that school name in a long time.
Hey, put Talavana up there too. Same thing.
But hold on.
In 3 quarters.
No. See, you rolled past the 5 foot. How tall?
5'10".
5'10".
I wish Ash would. I will whoop him in the car.
No. You said the score was 109.
109-25. That means the other 9 points came from the other players.
That's the part I'm tripping on. And in a whole quarter, the rest of her team only scored 9 points. It had to be her birthday.
It's just like, I mean, in NBA terms, that's just like when Kobe Bryant scored 62 in 3 quarters.
Hey, but he was Kobe though. He was Kobe.
But I'm just saying though.
That nigga ain't Kobe. That's what I'm saying.
I know he ain't Kobe, but I'm just saying though, scoring wise, he scored. Remember, Kobe Bryant scored 62 points in 3 quarters. And he would have played 4 quarters. He would have scored 100.
Hey, Matt, I ain't from Havana. I'm from Quincy, so I don't know. My mom and them people from Havana, but I don't fool with them like that, so I don't know.
I remember when Nate was playing varsity basketball at a private school in St. Pete. They played this school in Sarasota. And Nate, at the time, Nate was 6 foot 275 and was a whole load in the post. And he kept posting up and would not move them churn. In between the quarter, his coach went to say something to him, and I was already on my way. I said, Nate, I love you. At the time, he was my baby boy. I said, you're my baby boy. But if you let that white boy push you again in the post, you gonna walk from Sarasota. Again, sometimes you don't talk to your kids a certain way because that boy had a bloody nose. It was an accident. Nate swung his elbow on a post move. That boy had a bloody nose. I think it was the middle of the third quarter. I was proud of my son again. You got to talk to your kids on a level they can understand. And getting mollywopped is unacceptable. Sometimes it's not avoidable. Me and Marlo both played against the schools in Sarasota in football. But you at least got to put up some fight.
In my defense, every time I played them schools over there in Manatee County, they knew I played. You can get off a charter bus. Everybody in high school getting off charter buses. Everybody, this is back in late 80s, early 90s.
No, we got in school in 87.
I know, but I'm saying when I started making a difference on the football field, when we started playing Riverview and Manatee, like Tommy Frazier was playing my sophomore year. I got to see that in person.
Oh, damn.
And I will still say he is by far the best high school quarterback I've ever seen play the game. And this is no exaggeration. And I've seen a lot.
He goes up to Nebraska and becomes one of the greatest option quarterbacks ever.
I'm gonna tell you, average player.
He was him. He did that in high school.
Remember Hassan Jones, our freshman year, Marlo?
Yeah.
That was an average player. Hassan Jones went to Florida State, went to the Vikings. That was an average.
When you're playing against, like we played Sarasota Riverview, their starting 11 on defense and offense all went D1. 22 players from one school all went D1.
No,
that was.
And again, that's why, and Doc gonna fight me when I'm about to say this, and that's why I will always say Florida's football state. Your favorite player came from the state of Florida. That's not me saying Texas don't produce great football players, because they do. But when you sit back and you have those conversations and you talk about game-changing players, they came from Florida.
I just, all I know is I got hit.
And Doc want to fight me so bad. Look at it.
I don't know, because I don't like this team. We barely don't like them all like that. But 1988 Carter Cowboys. Yeah.
The reason we don't like them like that is because the names that should have been D1 stars went to prison. Like, y'all sit here and rave about Odell Beckham. Odell daddy was him, not Odell Beckham Jr. His daddy.
I never said he was them. I knew his daddy was him. I didn't even know that was his daddy at the time until 2 and 2 put together when I seen Odell Beckham come out when OBJ came out. And I was like, I know that ain't his son.
That's
like
son.
Literally. I didn't, but yeah, Derek Evans should have been in NFL. The other guy, most of the guys that went to prison for what they did should have been in the NFL. They all should have been playing D1 football. It should have been in the NFL. Yes, I will say that.
Back then, you had to at least score well enough on the SAT to be admitted into the school.
That wasn't the problem, Marlo. They got arrested for robbery.
They got arrested for robbery.
But they had issues with qualifying to get in school. A lot of them cats did. You remember Horace, Troy, who played for Hillsborough? In high school, he was Derrick Henry. before Derrick Henry was him. This kid was 6'3", 230, and ran 100.
He left me by 80 yards, Marlo. We don't need to relive that.
God
I
damn.
mean, but we
Yeah.
all right.
You're
So,
not gonna
Freshman.
and Wildcat.
You're not gonna brush that. You're not gonna brush over that.
He was him.
No, but we all got stories. I'm pretty sure if Wildcats jump on. Wait, where Wildcat from? They from Florida too, I believe.
Yeah, thank you.
They got stories of the same. When I was in high school, every year of high school, we had multiple guys on that team that should have went D1, and none of them went because none of the schools wanted to cut the question. Why did they not want to cut the question? I'm not ashamed of where I'm from, and this is what it is. We used to have to take the FCAT. And when the FCAT rankings would come out, there are 67 counties in Florida. Guess who was always 67 for 67? They weren't coming there because they didn't think none of them dudes was going to get in.
Yep.
Gadsden County was at the bottom.
Oh, we was always at the bottom. And it wasn't because we were not smart kids. Long story short, the way the state of Florida used to do funding is if you failed, they took funding from the school. You fail enough times, your county doesn't have any funding. So how am I supposed to pass when I don't have any funding and I cannot pay I cannot retain highly qualified teachers because I can't afford to pay them. It has since changed where they don't follow that exact funding model anymore. And the other thing was when they introduced the FCAT, they didn't tell the kids and they did not tell the schools, hey, this is a test run. If everybody passes it, we won't worry about it. We'll stick to the, I think it was the HSCT or something like that. They didn't tell them that. They told the kids that the test didn't count. So guess what they did? Didn't take it, didn't finish it, fell asleep, played spades. And we ended up in the predicament that we were in for a number of years. But that's a story for another day. So that's what happened to a lot. I remember I had a dude, he went to school with me. His name was Rudell Gilliard. He was about 6 foot. We were in middle school, and that dude was already 6 feet tall. And you couldn't catch him. You couldn't catch him. You couldn't tackle him. It's like he had eyes in the back of his head. If you gave him the ball, that was it. He was out of there.
He out of there?
He out of there. That dude, he owned a body workshop now.
There was a guy, and this is why mentors and parents are important. Marlo Notre Dame, I'm finna say. There was a guy in St. Pete that Nolan Richardson wanted him to be his point guard bad. He was a perfect point guard for Nolan Richardson's system. Guy name was Bill Teal. Bill Teal took Gibbs to the state championship. Bill Teal, Anthony Lawrence Square, they went to the state championship. Bill Teal, my understanding is a prison basketball legend. Why? Because Bill Teal got caught up in a rape scandal during his recruitment. I believe he got probation. Everybody that was recruiting him said, hey, clean up your act at St. Pete College, then come to school. Got caught up again in the same situation and went to prison for a very long time.
This is when you have to have a village around you that can protect you from you. When I tell you he was what? Bill Teal was what? 6'4"? 6'4", shooting guard. And when he crossed over half court, he was in range. He started the game out like that. Cross over half court, firing it up, wet.
Then he can dunk on you for fun.
They had a team of monsters. Look up Gibbs High School in '91. Gibbs basketball.
So he was like Chris Jackson.
He was him.
He was him.
He was him.
I'm talking about Chris Jackson, right?
Yeah.
He was a little bit more aggressive than Chris Jackson. Well, I went to Lakewood High School, so maybe he was more aggressive when he played Lakewood High School. But he started off the game driving and dunking on Robert Walton, one of our good friends and FAMU alum. He started off 2 games in a row, 2 straight years, dunking on Robert Walton.
They did a documentary on him. Look up Bill Till. That dude was, when I say he was different, everybody, their starting 5 went D1.
Hey,
But
you know
him.
what? You know what, EA? Honestly, if they would have kept the schools separate versus combining all of them, a lot of guys might have had a fighting chance. Cause
Yeah, what you know about Romeo?
You might not have cared about going to Havana North Side, but everybody knew who Quincy Shanks was. So, and if you was in Greensboro or Chattahoochee, wasn't nobody coming up there at all. You was gonna have to play with somebody else. You have to end up across the river at Sneeds.
The problem, EA, with Romeo is he didn't learn nothing from when Wonder Man went down. And Romeo had a whole neighborhood against him. Because when I make jokes about dropping people kids off in Lake Magora, he really did that.
You can't be a villain and then need saving.
Nah, Romeo, shit, he just got out of jail. He got pardoned.
He just got. And
I can tell you stories about that because I live around the corner from him.
Yeah, everybody's like, "Oh, you should have him on the show." No, I'm not. Like,
yeah,
poison.
The only hood house with real gold on the gates.
I'm done.
You think I'm lying? Real gold on the gates.
Dog, hey, listen. When I was growing up, our neighborhood dope man was the star wide receiver. No, he played point guard. His name, I ain't gonna say his name, but he was on that. Y'all probably remember. Y'all remember that last Quincy Shanks team that went to state in the early 90s? He was on that team.
I vaguely remember that because I was up there then.
Because my god brother, who was the shooting guard on that team, went to Alabama State. They were all teammates. Hey, like Jenny said, sold more dope than Uncle Sam.
Wow.
This guy got busted in 90 and he just got out of jail because they changed the sentencing laws. He would have never gotten out of jail had they not.
Wow.
That's what he was.
Second person convicted under the Kingpin law. The federal Kingpin law.
Yeah, they probably should have kept him.
Hey, what's going on, Keith? What's going on? I know you
found out because it's dupes.
Yep. You know, he happy because his land has prospered. Also, he's not a fan of the Ibis either. So
we got NFL football. We got conference championships this weekend.
Woo!
We got the Rams and the Seahawks in Seattle, and we got the Patriots versus the Broncos. I think this is in New England, if I'm not mistaken.
The Rams
it's in Denver.
The Rams can get their ass whooped, and so are the Broncos because they ain't got a quarterback. So
if their defense showed up, they would be in the game
again without Russell Wilson, beast mode, or that old ass coach.
I think they got upgrades on the offensive side of the ball, though.
I'm gonna put my faith in the No Rattler Rams, and I'm gonna put my.
If they don't forget about that
don't forget about that Bulldog too.
Oh yeah, the Bulldog they call 2 interceptions. Yes, yeah. You know what? Fuck that. The HBCU Rams.
Hey, I'm telling you, if they put Zay on the field and actually throw to him, they might have a fighting chance.
That's when they need to make a big play. They put him on the field, which is crazy to me. Keep him on the
It
field.
is
It's
insane, but you know what?
absolutely dumb. Like
Hey,
that's why they ass need to lose.
again, we'll take him in Jacksonville. Trevor needs a consistent target anyway.
He should have
Because
been in the game.
when
You're
you
right.
have
He
some
should
of
have been.
that get out of his
Absolutely
speed,
right.
it's like you can't coach speed. And he
You're
run
right.
the cleanest, crispest routes. Like that, he gonna be different. He is going to be different. And
Him
this
and
is a
the coach
revenge
Mike
game.
in Jacksonville, talk to me nice.
It's a revenge game for Cooper Cup. So this shit gonna
Damn
get
minute.
ugly.
No, you can't have all the wide receivers.
Who having all the wide? I what?
You just got the Raiders wide receiver. You just got
That cause y'all ain't want it. Y'all ain't want it.
he said he wanted out. So we respected his wishes.
Cool. And now he living in Punta Verde and living his best life.
Now would you really wanna play receiver with what the Raiders have at quarterback?
No.
It could be playing wide receiver with the Bucks. That ain't exactly a cakewalk either. That
Woo!
walking
No.
mad unit.
Mm-mm. It is not. But I still think we got the best receiver room in the league.
Who the hell y'all got over there?
Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Ibaka, McCullough, Johnson, both Johnsons, Tez, and the other Johnson.
And what happened this season?
They all got hurt.
Okay.
We still got the best receiver room. It wasn't because they weren't open.
Uh-oh.
It was because
I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to
no,
open this up. My bad.
We
never
don't
mind.
went back again.
I'm not going there. Continue on, Doc. Who you say we got?
Uh, let's see. You got the Rams and the Broncos. Not the Rams, Broncos, but the Rams
The
and
Rams, Seahawks.
and then the Broncos and Patriots.
The question is, can Drake May make enough plays to win this game
I
in
think
that weather?
They are going to rely heavily on their
on the
run game.
run.
Yeah, but I think the Broncos built for that.
They don't have a quarterback though.
Yeah,
They
what's
got
called easy for the
they
season.
they got they got a game manager.
Who?
Where's still
Stidham.
Shit, he is over there.
He's a
I
game
forgot he was
manager.
no, I forgot he was over there. My fault.
That's
Hey
why
man,
I don't. Everybody think it's gonna be a blowout. It is not.
No, I don't think it's
listen,
gonna be a blowout. I just don't think they're gonna win. Like I don't I by no means think that this current Patriots team is the Patriots team of the past where they just gonna walk away with it. I think it's gonna be a slugfest, but I just don't think the Broncos are gonna win.
Well,
I would have said Broncos, but this the playoffs. Your quarterback got to make 2 or 3 throws in this game to win it.
He was a starter. People are forgetting. It's not like he was just a journeyman backup. He was a starter in the league for New England. If you could play quarterback for New England, you can play
No, but
quarterback.
when was he quarterback when they had who was that head coach last year?
Jeremiah.
Yeah, was he Jerry Mayo's quarterback?
No,
Yeah.
No, he wasn't. Drake May was there last year.
Yeah, Drake May was there.
I'll just say this.
I gotta roll out, y'all. Come on.
All right. Oh man, we running over. I'm
Man,
so
I was
sorry.
about
Y'all.
to say it's 11 o'clock. I ain't take my medicine yet, and I'm just up talking to y'all and get my ass kicked by minutes.
All right. So again, I want everybody to be aware in the coming days we are going to try and get Florida A&M's athletic director on. We sent the email. We're waiting on a response. Let's see how that goes.
You love that SID so much. Let's see if he comes through.
I'm done. See y'all later.
Hey, say nothing wrong.
I want to thank everybody for coming out to the Strike Season podcast. We're going to get out of here before we burn all our bridges, man. Y'all have a good one.
And don't make no babies on Valentine's Day. They're going to be Scorpios.
Wait, you know what?
Oh, shit.
I was about to say, give your husband Bass Pro Shop gift card for Valentine's Day. He will appreciate it more.
That lady took my Bass Pro Shop card. We ain't going to talk about that. Exactly.
that shit is funny.
You should put her call on blocks. Don't do that.
I hadn't verbally talked to her in a day. She can text me, but don't call me. I'm still married.
Little baby, I didn't want, because we trying to get people on the show. I ain't want to bring that up before we got out of here, but yes.
Happy birthday, President. If you pull off this shit with the state, I'll shut my damn mouth. No, I'm not. I'm going to still say what I'm going to say, but still, I might not be as critical.
So, but for everybody that came in tonight, thank y'all for coming out. We will be back here Thursday for the Gathering the Old Men podcast. May have somebody, some special guests on. We're working on it. So, see y'all on Thursday.
See y'all.
Deuces.